Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Wendy Mutata. The month of October is Cancer Awareness Month, and today I am joined by Mr Vincent Matlou, who was diagnosed with stage 4, which is again advanced stage of prostate cancer in 2011. And today he will be taking us through his journey on how it has been like living with cancer, and of course he is a cancer survivor, so that is the good news, right? So just stay tuned and we're gonna talk about that. Hi.
Hi,
How are
Wendy.
you?
Fine, how are
Good,
you?
thanks. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Oh man, it's so nice to finally meet you after
Yeah.
setting up the interview. So how were you like before being diagnosed with cancer?
Before I was diagnosed with cancer, even before the World Cup,
Even before the World Cup?
I was just diagnosed maybe a year after the World Cup. I was an active guy around in Soweto. I've been involved in many projects of tourism. In tourism, I started long when I came back from exile, you know.
So guys, from exile, did you hear that? Okay.
So when I came back home in 90 December 91, I got a lot of people, like many journalists, that wanted to know how are we actually
After apartheid and everything.
yes, when we came back, that we
Are they treating you well? Are you being compensated? Yeah.
In a way, yes. So I started some few projects around in Soweto in tourism. When I started, there was no guest house or anything in Soweto. So I was accommodating tourists with families.
Oh.
So maybe I have accommodated more than 2,000 tourists with more than 200 families in Soweto. So
yeah, that was I think that was a good initiative to do, especially coming from exile and now back in South Africa. So I want us now to go straight into the whole thing of prostate cancer. So here you are, this is 2011, and you get diagnosed with stage 4 of cancer. So how did you even know? How did you even feel, or what led to you knowing that or being diagnosed with cancer?
Yeah, there was a time, I can say, from about 2010 and earlier, I used to have a problem with my kidneys, urinating, you know. What I later noticed just after I was diagnosed, that cancer is a very funny sickness, you know, because but if people have been told and taught about cancer, the symptoms and so forth, it wouldn't have been, I wouldn't have gone through such a pain.
Had you knew about it.
Yes. And so I was taking treatment from Bara, and then 2011 we were then told that those who did military in exile are now entitled to the South African health services, military health services.
Yeah.
So I started getting treatment from one military hospital in Pretoria.
Okay.
So when they did some tests, they found out that I had cancer. That was December 2011 on the 2nd.
So you had a horrible December that year?
Yes, and actually I was said that my cancer was so advanced. It was on the 4th stage.
Yes.
And then they tried, but then I was deteriorating by day. I remember one doctor who told me I might not live in another 2 weeks.
How did you feel when someone comes and be like, here you are, you're having stage 4 cancer, and I don't think you're gonna live forever. You maybe in 2 years you're gonna die. How did that feel?
That was the ugliest feeling ever, and a shock that you go through, you know. And you know, you get sick. You get very sick with pains, and so we have problem of urinating. You know.
Because it's painful.
It's painful all the time. You have to push to urinate. You know, going to number 2. It's worse.
It's another thing.
You know, I was very sick. I was very sick. Sometime after I finished with my chemo and radiation, that's the process that you also get very sick during the treatment.
Okay, before we get there, after finding out that, okay, here you are diagnosed with cancer, did they advise you that this is what we need to do now? We have to now start with chemo. Did you go through any surgery?
No.
Okay.
No.
For someone who doesn't know what is prostate cancer, how can you explain it to that person in simple terms?
Prostate cancer, by its a test to see whether it's prostate cancer. Kona little few advanced stage ya teng age 1 or ba khona tseba PSA level ya gago for age 1, you know. And then how it's the test tseo banka madi ba check prostate or no ke mo ba bonang teng gore mo staging setting.
Yes.
And then whatever for take a job where this part.
Okay, just say it. Is it that's the one under the penis?
No, it's not real under the penis. It's the anus.
Yes.
And the testicles.
Yeah.
It's in between.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Butter beans, sugar beans, spreading poison.
And it's such a small thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it spread it from your back, you know.
From the back?
Yeah, to the spinal cord, marapo. It goes up to the brain, you know. So, you know.
So it literally spreads from that little bean-like shaped thing. It would spread throughout the body.
Throughout the body. And the more it spreads, the more you sick you become. What's about PSA level?
Yes.
PSA level is from 0 to 49.
Okay.
So sometimes be patient with cancer. When you start knowing a little about it, you can sometimes even irritate your doctor,
Okay, yeah.
because all the time, because if you come for treatment, a day before you take blood, and the following day they check the PSA level so that they know the treatment that you're
supposed to take.
Yes. And on that time, nekile mo for more than 3-4 years, nekile mo injection in by bitsa gore ke Zoladex.
Okay.
By tlhaba ka mo mohubung ka mo.
Is it painful?
Very painful. There's nothing painful like that. So, and
so how many times would you, okay, before we go there, I want us to talk really about the chemo, how many you took and all that. Before we get into that, who was the first person you told that I was diagnosed with cancer?
It's Dr. Carlo.
Okay.
The military, and Dr. Chetty.
Okay. Those were your military people in exile. Okay, I get that. Then from there, you told those people now you need to start with your, which one do you start with? Is it radiation or chemo? These are two different things, right?
They are two different things. Okay. Some take it concurrently.
Okay.
With me, I wasn't taking it concurrently.
Yes.
Nike Graham, Kinka chemo, and then Bekinka radiation. Come on, 5 days in a week.
Okay, so let's do it practically. So let's say this week you would take chemo.
Once every after 2 weeks.
Once after every 2 weeks. So that chemo, is it like injection and stuff?
Yes, it's a drip and an injection you get here.
Okay.
Like you can see how black am I?
Yeah.
They're even getting better. It's where they put now the.
And then how long drip will that be? Like put the drip on?
Maybe the drip for 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the injection.
And then it's.
What is painful actually? Is it someone injecting you or what?
Wow, there's some very nice people there, nurses there, where we do our chemo.
Yeah.
And then, like now, I'm taking, after I had finished with my chemo, 8 chemos and 35 radiations. And then every month there's an injection I'm getting to make cancer not to come back. Oh,
to balance the whole thing and to make sure that you don't get more tumor virus or any of such.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. So, how many radiations did you take?
I did 35.
You did 35. So what happens with radiation? What do you do when you get to hospital?
Yes, actually the radiation, we were sent to another hospital.
Okay.
Unitas.
Okay.
Where there's this machine they put you in of radiation, and then you do that. Maybe you go into that machine maybe for 20 or 30 minutes.
Okay. What does the machine do?
Wow. It's a hard treatment. It's very harsh. So.
So will the machine do something to your body?
Yes, it bends. Whatever, it is almost everything.
Yeah.
Even
feel it very hot.
You don't feel anything. You don't. It's until if a mistake has been done.
Okay.
It's like nkaro micro oven.
Yeah.
And then mpeto or the bed that they put you in. Since or shape ya gago this shape, you know.
Yes.
It should be. And then I'm
yeah.
Like I remember they did a mistake on me.
Yeah.
Then it's where you get bent.
Okay.
And then you can jump and scream and they could see you.
Oh, they do see you.
And there's so many things that happen to you, you know. You'd get seriously sick, you know.
Yeah. So what are some of the effects of taking chemo that you had? Like when you take, would you throw up or what will happen after taking chemo?
Yes. When you take chemo.
Yeah. In a little the after effects,
yeah, look at the after effects, so you react differently all the time. But after chemo, if it's a injection anally, midweek in, maybe after 2 hours, then you'll be feeling very sick. You'll be dizzy, you go feel like vomiting, diarrhea, and you can't eat. So I remember one comrade was telling me the only way to survive chemo, after chemo, forced to eat. Even even if it means pushing them with your finger, because you die if you take this treatment and you don't eat.
So would you eat? Did you eat or you were also like going to think
yeah, but sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, I can imagine. So there's a lady that we spoke about, Matlou. Is it the right name?
Oh yeah.
The lady who was motivated you throughout this journey. What can you say about her? Or how did she help you?
She was such a special person, and she is, you know. Whatever I'm doing now, it's being inspired by her that I had to. And I remember another time I was treatment in Aliena go Unitas.
Yes.
And then she had a support group who come with the t-shirt, hashtag Matlakala, and you know. And then I would tell her that, hey man, I want to work with you to help. I remember one time she told me that no, you have to start your own with men. This one,
yeah. For women. Because I think it's breast cancer with her. Okay.
Then she said, go and search for men who are having prostate. Work with them and I'll help you forming this support group, you know.
So was there ever a time where you feel like, I don't want to do this radiation thing anymore. I don't want to do this chemo. I just want to give up. I want to die.
There was a time when I was doing the 17th radiation. Then I noticed, no, I'm not going to survive. So there's no need for me to go on. So I remember the nurses would come and take us, or the ambulance would come to fetch us at about after 7 in the morning to go to Unitas. One time I just decided, no,
Actually, I'm not going.
I'm not going. And everybody was asking me, telling me that I'm going to die because I've already started taking the treatment. If I stop, I'm going to die.
Oh.
So, but I said, no, it's fine. Then I didn't go.
Yeah.
The Matlou went. And I think she was told that I refused to come.
Yeah.
The following day again, I refused.
Again?
Yeah. Then
you couldn't take the pain.
I couldn't take it. Then I told Matlou, Matlou came to me.
Yeah.
And told me that, hey, Matlou, me, I still need you.
Yeah.
And if you don't go today, you're going to die. So wake up, let's go.
Yeah.
Go and wash your face. And
let's go.
Let's go. And I went until I finished the 35 radiations. So it was because of her support that, you know. So she's my mentor, she's everything, you know, she's my hero.
Yeah. I think she really did help you throughout this whole process of your treatment.
Yeah. She was the strongest woman I've ever came across, you know. And breast cancer.
Yeah.
And
but they were removed.
They were removed. But she's such a strong woman. You know. Even now she's in Polokwane, she's doing her medicine. Very courageous woman.
So what do you think are some of the challenges, like when here you are, then you have this chronic disease, then the next thing you are struggling to urinate? What are some of the challenges that you face in that process of your treatment?
Yeah, that's just it. You go through that.
Yeah.
With prostate cancer, you know. So you just have to go through that problem of urinating, and I think I started getting the relief of urinating after I've done the chemo and the radiation.
Yeah.
It reduced the pain and the urine could flow easy now from there.
Then it all gets better. So I see your shirt is written, keep calm, it's my last chemo. So this was the last time when you took your chemo. Oh, it's a very nice shirt. So I understand you had a little celebration here. You even had a march also. How was it?
The march was great. The match was great. Even though I felt that with no finance, with nothing, I had to finance this much from my pension, you know. And I didn't know that I didn't have the right budget.
Yeah.
But I felt I'm going to do it.
It was a success though.
It was.
From the pictures that I have seen, it was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So did you invite people around the community?
Yes. Most of the people who marched with us were the community, you know, and of course the staff here.
Yes. So what have you learned throughout this whole journey that you have taken since 2011 to this point? I mean, guys, he's a whole survivor of prostate cancer stage 4. We're not talking about stage 1 or whatsoever, but stage 4. He is a survivor. So what is it that you have learned?
Yes, what I've learned, you know, because I read a lot about cancer after the trying to, and then immediately when I felt better, I felt that now I'm going to start cancer awareness group and enlighten the people about cancer, you know. And right now I've been trying to look for people who are sufferers and survivors,
Yes.
and those who are affected
Yes,
by
yes.
the
Sometimes
person
it
they
can
stay
be
with.
family member, yes. Yeah.
So it also affects the people you are living with, you know, because you're going through this pain, and sometimes when you are going through this, and it's like people don't understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
That's why I've decided now, with the support group that I'm starting,
Yes.
I'm going to try to search for people who are sick
Yes.
and the survivors, because sometimes people who don't know about cancer, they don't know how to treat you, you know, because there's so many things that are happening in this one body, you know. So there's also food. So
There's type of food that one should eat.
yes,
Oh.
yes, the right vegetable, something that you can be able to eat with no problem, you know, maybe swallowing, because the problem is always on the throat of swallowing. So getting soft food, you know, and of course soft porridge and Matlou, something to sustain you sometime, you know. So now for the rest of my life now, I just want to work with people with cancer. You know? So I have already met few people who joined in the march, who were sick, who later told me they are also going through this and that.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm still looking for an office where we are going to meet, where anybody honoring
the problem
cancer
can,
What really saddens me, incoming cancer, they don't really understand what one is going through. For instance, you can be taken by an ambulance to hospital, and they might not admit you. You get treatment and then they say go home.
Release you.
And that time you cannot sit like I'm sitting. You cannot sit in the car. You are brought in that bed of the ambulance. But now when they discharge you, so
was there was there ever a time where you would go to hospital and you can't walk?
Yes. Yeah, you are carried, literally being carried. You know.
What about when you are discharged? Was there ever a time where probably you're using crutches or wheelchair around?
Yes. Wheelchair was to balance you because you're getting tired. You can't walk a long distance, you know. Even in the hospital, then I would use wheelchair. You know, even then you could walk from here to there, you know. So it becomes now a problem when you go home. Is there anybody who's going to take care of you? You know, like me, my children, they're all abroad and with relatives and sisters that have also their own, you know, problems. So they cannot keep you much and look after you. So that's why I want us, the survivors who know what you go through when you're sick with cancer, you know, so that we can help each other now, you know. We can have a place you can call and tell us that you are sick, you are somewhere, and we could immediately come and give support and see what we can do.
Especially for those who do not have anyone to assist them, like what was happening in your case, where you are all alone and you feel like you can have someone to help you with this and that. What is one advice you would give to men about going to maybe something like going for a checkup, just to see if screening and all those kind of things?
Yeah, what I've just noticed in the township,
Yes.
there's cancer has almost the same stigma with AIDS. So many men are hiding.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So until you hear somebody ask you, like I have many people who have asked me, Province, what are the symptoms? My uncle or my father is urinating on himself, he feels it when... Then I say, those are the symptoms of cancer, you know? They have to go and check, you know?
So anything that you want to add before we conclude our interview?
Yeah. I would have, the process of bringing together some people, men and women of different cancers in this support group that we're starting, so that we can be able to help each other and help those who are still sick.
Okay, that's a nice initiative, and I wish you all the best, and thank you for making time for me and my viewers. Guys, most importantly is to go and get screening or get tested or whatever the case may be. And I honestly think this is not only for men. Yes, prostate cancer is for men only, but we women, this is October, we should not only get screening and checking our breasts in October. No, we should do it all the time, because we never know when we can have a little lump in our breast and so on and so on. I think you guys, you can go to YouTube and check out how you can actually examine yourself. It's very important that we do that constantly. If you cannot do it yourself, ask your partner to do it for you. Ask your friend, ask anyone, go to the clinic. It's very important that we become very aware of this kind of things, because guys, we don't want to find ourselves in a situation where it has spread all over our body. With that being said, I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And also, I'll leave the contact of Matlou so that you guys can see them and get a hold of him if you guys have issues. And also attend the matches. I'm gonna be one of the people who will be coming down here in Soweto to attend these matches. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.